Hey, welcome back. Now joining us this morning once again is Wildlife Images Executive Director Dave Siddon. Good morning, Dave, and welcome back to the show. We always love having you.
Well, we love to be had too.
All right, so we have Agave and Elvis here. Tell us a little bit about our ambassador friends.
Well, of course, Agave is a desert tortoise, and this one was an animal that was found just roaming out on the road, and people oftentimes keep them as pet. They're an endangered species, and of course, they're not really fleet-footed, so when they see them out in the desert, they can easily pick them up, put them in their car, think they make a good pet. That's illegal, of course. They are protected species. And these guys are burrowers, so oftentimes if they try to keep them in their yard, they'll burrow under a fence and come out and then get hit by cars or whatever. So anyway, this Agave is a great part of our educational program at Wildlife Images. Of course, they feed only on plants and things, so cactus and grasses and things like that would be as normal fare out in the wild. Don't want them to wander off the table. They don't do really good on that. And then, of course, on this side here, we have Elvis, and we used to call him Darth Maul. And Elvis is a California king snake.
Oh, wow.
And they're one of the indigenous snakes. And they're just absolutely gorgeous creatures. And they are called king snakes because they, in the wild, will even eat rattlesnakes. So the king of the snakes in our particular area. And Elvis and these guys have little bitty tiny teeth. And so when people are afraid of reptiles, these are wonderful animals to work with to overcome that fear. In fact, you're certainly welcome to hold him if you'd like.
Oh my goodness, absolutely, I would love to.
He's just a sweet little snake. And when we, last time the Irwins were visiting us, Robert was holding him, and he actually did chomp down on Robert's finger and held on to it for quite a while. But of course, they don't do any damage. It's like getting bit by a frog. There's not a whole lot of damage going on there at all. But they are constrictors, and they feed in captivity. Of course, we feed them mice. They don't get any live food. It's all prepared food for them.
Oh, wow.
And so they're wonderful. If you see them out in the wild, of course, leave them there. Ideally, they're wonderful to have out there. But unfortunately, when people see them injured on a road, when they stop, they just stop to back over them again. You know, people just have that instinctive fear of snakes, which is unfounded. These are amazing animals to have in the area.
And I can say, so fun to play with as well.
They are, aren't they?
He makes a great companion. Now, people can book sessions with these animal ambassadors. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we have a new program now, just launching, so that people can get ambassador experiences. Basically, there's a reptile version of it. There's another one with our otters, so you can have a special encounter with the otters where you get to interact with the keepers and help feed the otters and do things with the otters. So we have several of those that are going to be on our website, so that if you're looking for special encounters with reptiles, you can book those ahead of time. And when you come in, you'll be all set up to do the encounters we have with the reptiles or otters or whatever other animals we have there.
That's amazing. And you also have Camp Eek, which is happening right now. Tell us a bit about that as well.
Yeah, Camp Eek, we just got another wave of funding. So scholarships are available for kids. So if there's feeling they can't afford it now, they can apply online to our scholarship program, and they get funding to send them to camp. So the little Eekers have a chance to get there and really enjoy it. And I think coming up, it's Reptile Rodeo is like in a week or so. And so there'll be a whole camp just about reptiles. And we have different themes for every week. So it's an amazing experience for the kids.
Oh, it truly is. How did Camp Eek come about, by the way?
Basically a need in the community. Everybody wanted to have some place for the kids to go during the summertime. And of course, having experiences directly with the animals is what could be better than that?
Oh, what could be better?
They get hands-on experience with the animals and the amazing staff that we have there. So it's wonderful. It's a great program.
And I know whenever we have you, I'm like a kid in a candy store, honestly. I love seeing all of your fun animals, and this is just a treat.
Well, and we are also coming up on September 6th, we have our golf tournament that's going to be coming up at the Grants Pass Golf Course, which is going to be a fundraiser for Wildlife Images. So if you're interested in helping us out and you like to play golf, that's a great opportunity to do that as well. So we have all kinds of programs coming up during the summer. In our pavilion, we have the big pavilion there, so if people want a place to have a wild wedding or celebration of life or anything, they could book our pavilion too. So that's another thing. Where else will we get an atmosphere with wild animals surrounding you like that.
A wild wedding.
Yeah.
What a fun time that would be. Well, Dave, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Well, you're very welcome. Great to be here with you.
Yes, as we said, Wildlife Images is open daily from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at their location on Lower River Road in Grants Pass. Join them for Camp Eek going on right now through August 15th, and next week's theme is Utterly Outrageous, with new themes every single week. And mark your calendars for Tee Off for Wildlife, happening at the Grants Pass Golf Club on Saturday, September 6th. For more information about events or how to get involved, visit wildlifeimages.org. Dave, thank you again so much for joining us this morning and giving us a very scaly view at what's happening over at Wildlife Images.
It's been a chunk of heaven. Thanks for having us.
Of course, we'll be right back.